for Super Friends. I'm assuming he's going to be the one with the Sky Piercer on the Jushin, not the Suyo, since we've been seeing more Suyo build that Hunter Strike War Axe combo. Let's take a look at the emblems, though.
Oh, Teddy rocking with the killing spree on this Freya. Powder Emblem focus. Super Friends forced to pick up the PYT because he wants his Purify way more often here. Even the Magic Worship for the Benedetta. So yeah, they're really just thinking about damage, domination.
Yeah,
lately we've been feeling that more in our ranked games. It's like more damage, more win.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about.
Woohoo! Kurt gets away by the skin of his teeth.
All right, he gets out. JP will take a couple shots.
Ooh, supportal combat. It's just roamers.
You didn't mention punching, man. We got it here. Oh, Brusco. He gets snapshotted. He'll be fine.
Whoa, one
couple
more.
shots to JP.
JP knows he was this close to getting lifted up.
Yeah.
You don't do that to daddy.
You don't do that.
That's a good thing earlier that Kirk didn't give that early kill because that is not what they want for any of their frontliners right now. Well, for Liquid, they can just trade. As long as JP doesn't die too often, he should be okay. They're 35 seconds and counting until the next Lord spawns. Very aggressive cut to the proxy, a wave from Teddy. He wants to be felt more in the map, much quicker. He gets vision in purple. We'll see the Scaled Lizard. All right, so just aggressive Teddy Freya tactics. He's going to be waiting for the next wave as well, and will be cutting that because he wants to be part of Turtle 1.
Oh, 2v1! Kirk! JP on him, and they back off. He's got Super Friends and Brusco. Good read by the duo up top.
Yep, he's still got Flicker too, so he's going to be fine. Turtle's coming up here, and there's a push down bottom. At least they'll keep Silvero there to get some of that extra gold. It looks like we're going to have a rotate from Teddy. He wants to join this. They want to secure the first objective, so they make their way half health on this Turtle.
Tis what Freyas do. Caldeezy finds a Requiem, and they pick up Brusco. The Bruiser's out of the equation, and look at the back line. It's Teddy holding back Kirk. How often does that happen? Liquid scores.
Yeah, too clean. Once Guinevere gets that first pick off, that first sense of crowd control, and there's enough members of his team to follow up, it's gonna be way too tough.
Yep. A little bit of pressure there, or at least information on the purple buff of King Kong. Sanford taking a couple shots, he'll be able to get away. I think this is also one of the things for Sanford after he was the body bag, the body of Smith in the Tariza last game. He's like, you know what, give me the Benedetta. I wonder how that conversation went without the during the draft.
Ooh.
Stuns here. Oh, they actually get the beacon out from Super Friends though.
Ooh.
Yeah. So big force out.
Big force out there.
Yeah, they just needed to commit the second skill of the Guinevere for that. They didn't even need to commit anything big. But to be fair to Super Friends, he needed to do that.
Yeah. Even though he's still got to Purify. Again, if you guys missed it, TLPH on Flying Clouds right now is 13-0.
Sanji with a gush, putting Prince to a third of his health. AOG, Sanji, superhero reflexes, flickers back.
And even to cap it off, he gets a stun and the golden hour from JP.
Okay.
The flex on him.
Caldeezy comes in, but not underneath tier 1. Up top though, 40 puts Kirk down to a fifth of his health. 40 refuses to back down.
Yeah, no flick for Kirk though.
Okay.
I think the timing was off there on that try to play in the mid because he didn't have the projectile for the stun after the golden hour finished, but that was the idea. They're still, you know, they're fine. It's just TLPH looking for potential picks if they can. They might try to replicate this in the mid lane, but nonetheless, ONIC is also playing around this really well. They know this is potentially coming here.
Freeze.
Oh, Sanji doesn't have a flicker.
King Kong, nice dive on a Sanji. Super Friends looking for the lift up, does not get enough stacks. Oh, he does get it on JP, but here comes Carl looking for the punish. Jumps onto one, Requiem, plus the snapshots taking down King Kong. The beast has been slain, and they're not done. Brusco and Frizz looking to punish JP. He runs on out of there.
Perfect timing yet again from Carl with this win, and ONIC will lose this turtle. At this point, I mean, he's going as expected for the nature of the lineups.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Liquid are just sharper.
It's interesting the way that it's working out too for TLPH. You know, we saw the same combination the previous game from ONIC. Well, this Guinevere Gord combo is working out better. There's a belt pickup already for JP, so he's going to go ahead and build up the stacks.
Okay, Petrify answering underneath. Tier 1, close call. Kirk, he thought he had 40.
Yeah. So despite all of these close calls, oh wait, whoa, Sanford.
Is he going to try to make a play?
Oh, he does! Vintage Venuia! The punish on Kirk gets him!
That's nasty. Kirk has done so well to stay alive after all these close calls, but finally Sanford has his number.
Oh, man.
Oh, he has everybody's number. King Kong gets taken down. The San duo strike up top.
Like I said, man, Sanford's like, coach, let me play a different type of hero. And you see what he does with the Benedetta.
Oh, my Lord. JP and Sanji almost just as quickly passing it over. Brusco gets away.
They have them in the early, and they still have them red. Oh, Kirk is angry, but Sanji's there to block with a projectile.
Oh, he's getting in his head. Look at all the recalls.
Oh, man, Sanford knows. And off of an attempt under the turret from Kirk, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. So now with this, you get this advantage for Sanford. A little jump from Brusco, no connect. Turret goes down. Yep. Teddy secures the tier 1 the bot.
Brusco does not have a way out. Forced to use that revitalize. Projectile thrown out. Golden hour. And they read the situation. Might not be worth it unless Seek! In comes Stanford, takes down Brusco. Teddy now underneath tier 1, pulls it back.
It was able to avoid getting lifted. So far, it's been 2 series, not just this game, but 2 series of Liquid controlling the river and ONIC just trying to respond and trying to buy time. Still, though, quite close in the farm is Severo. He's able to freely get minion last hits. But ONIC are about to lose their tower in mid. This is going to make it harder for them to buy time for the pressure.
This is also 3 out of 3 turtles now going to the hands of Team Liquid. Off of the whims of just great team fighting and being able to go ahead and keep ONIC under control from trying to find rotations they're looking for.
Oh, man.
So Sanford also just enough of a distraction himself. He sees multiple members of ONIC. We'll see what the response is going to be from ONIC. I mean, what do we, is this one of those situations where you're just waiting Severo to hit that Trinity? And
easy! Sanji jump King Kong! And Brusco! By God, they folded him in half! Here comes the pressure! Blazing duet, but he can't take down Carl, nor Sanji and JP, and in comes Teddy and Stanford! 2 fighters in mid, but 40 gets shut down, and in comes Carl, they're not done! Teddy still wailing away! Can he jump in? Teddy finds him! Massive trade! 4 for 1!
That initially looked like a great block by Kirk, but Liquid didn't let go of the sequence. King Kong gets caught out yet again!
Oh, flying clouds does allow them to answer. AOG, Sanji sidesteps. This fight has to be done.
Hey, he's still got his flicker too, man. And Sanji playing one athletic gourd, as I like to say. He is so hard to catch, it seems like, for ONIC. And he's just able to go ahead and pop out the projectiles and the gushes to bring him down. And this is all without the Harley combination we're used to seeing.
It's really tough to find an opening here for ONIC. They can counter as much as they want, but there's still too much to deal with. Even after all of the things that they threw out in the last fight, Teddy was still healthy. Healthy Teddy, dare I say.
From steady to deadly to healthy. Right now, Teddy feeling great.
Yeah, and just, I'm not trying to push a new moniker, y'all. I'm just trying to make a joke.
No, that sounds like a moniker, dude.
Hey,
that sounds like a moniker.
It's not.
You want to have a spinning wheel of moniker?
No, stop it, no, I'm kidding.
But
you do sound effects, you do moniker.
What am I going to do?
Don't cough.
Don't cough. I just won't cough, right? All right, Lord is up. ONIC massively behind, almost 8,000 gold behind here. This is just going to be a TLPH. Lord to take.
That's where game 1 ended.
Yep. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Sanford elect the final blow. Plus the petrified King Kong just dodging it through, but it's not going to be enough. Sanford finds him.
And he does it with 72 heart rate. Oh!
Sanji, just the cleanest gush I've seen in a while. Takes down Brusco. Golden hour. Severo ain't going nowhere. Oh, poor Clayton gets taken down by Teddy. Now Kirk with a full combo and Frizz, but there's not enough damage between them. And now in comes Carl. Carl dashes through, survives that deep dive.
What the hell is this team? Liquid are on something else. They were definitely ahead of ONIC in terms of everything. They've done their homework, the drafts, the responses, the surprises were great. Greedy as it is, it does make a lot of sense, especially if you have the comfort players there.
Yep.
They have the Lord, they're marching in, 10,000.
Just massive lead right now. If you thought game 1's ending was a stampede, this one's been the entire game. JP on this side of the base, Sanford feeling great, and just what can ONIC do?
Liquid wants to go straight to San Juan after this.
Yeah. They're ready. And they said, hey, Falcons, don't put your shoes on. We got this.
Stay in the gym.
Stay in the gym.
We're
don't
getting
worry.
top 1.
Do the extra rep.
Do the extra rep. Right now, ONIC, 11,000 gold deficit. Lord making its way to this bottom base turret as it charges on in. Severo just now gets the golden staff, locks in the Trinity. SANFORD.
40, going 1v1 against Severo underneath tier 3. Liquid cracks the base.
Look at that damage.
And Teddy wants to take down Prince. Barely a punish. Oh my God, Carl! He finds Kirk between two members. Kirk does get the shifting clouds in, but Prince takes him down. Sanji gets punished hard. Kirk survives, and that base is gonna crack. Oh my Lord. That's one turret left. AOG by Brusco. Oh, ONIC have to catch their breath. They can't keep fighting like this.
Yeah, despite that loss of Sanji, Liquid still have gained more. They've already taken down 2 base turrets. Still, a win is a win for ONIC. They can get just a little bit more farm, especially into Severo. I think they have to accept that King Kong is definitely going to be losing this.
Carl finds King Kong. He just wanted his orange, sir.
Oh, Carl!
He finds Brusco too. And just like that, ONIC were punished for just trying to take what was theirs.
They just want to find any resource they can scrap up off the ground, and TLPH has taken everything from them. This is the most Hunger Games we've seen so far, and now they're looking to end the game potentially.
3 defenders. Teddy pushing the advantage, and nice Requiem taking down Kirk. Golden Hour stopping ONIC from defending this tier 3 up top. ONIC's final turret. Can King Kong and the newly spawned Brusco stop him? They do push him out.
With all of these wins, Carl TZ's wedding should be grand, man. Has to be massive. I'm expecting the Philippine Orchestra, the symphony, you know, just show up there.
Oh man.
They have everything.
They have everything.
They have all the gold, all the resources. They've stopped ONIC from getting farm. It's been too long since Severo got some good farm for himself. The damage is there. Again, it's a ticking clock that Liquid is working against. But so far, they've stopped ONIC time for a long time.
Yeah, and a big part of that is Kirk just being down so far. You know, and it started off with him trying to make a play on SANFORD, and they're 4,000 behind just in that XP lane alone. As SANFORD picks up a little more defensiveness to help him maneuver throughout the base as they secure this Lord here. One of the bigger leads we've seen so far throughout the season here, almost 13,000 gold as Team Liquid gets ready to go ahead and end this game in a sweep, unless somehow ONIC can figure something out of the way. I'm just worried that they don't have the defensiveness to withstand what TLPH is about to throw at them as they try to desperately hold on to this base turret up top. The Lord makes its way down the mid lane here. Severo picking up another item, gets some lift gun. Here's the defense.
Lord marching through mid with a wave. Synchronized with bottom and top. Here they go. They try the gush thrown out. Backline Brusco drops the revitalized. Lord still standing. Down goes Prince. 40 gets a double. It's just a matter of time as Liquid clear the rest of them out. Brusco falls last as they take the sweep. No tiebreakers. Top dog. Top seed secured for Liquid.
Just in case you had any doubts, the Golden Rivalry is blue and silver.
Team Liquid